But okay, let's see what Baby does. Huge amount of drop ships out for Flash, so I still don't think this is looking very good for Baby. Even though he's gotten a ton of harassment on Flash's bases, it's a very good play from Baby, I have to say. I still don't think he's going to be able to do this, because let's see what Baby does here. If he can get a nice mind drag into Flash's troops, I think that he will be able to push into that natural, but without a good mine here, I don't think he's going to be able to take on Flash. Oh man, the amount of bases have been whittled down for each player, but Flash still 2 bases over as Baby floating a command center down to that natural expansion at the 8 o'clock position. See if he can take that uncontested. I have a feeling not, but some more text coming up. Baby running right into the mines. But luckily for him, Flash dropped on top of a lot of mines earlier, so let's see what Baby can do if he can get rid of this base at the 12 o'clock position. I think he might be able to. Let's see how many troops that Flash has in his dropships flying up the map right now. Okay, Flash backing off. Flash doesn't think he has enough troops to tackle what Baby has on the ground right now, tackling that 12 o'clock position. So this might actually be very bad for Flash. I mean, if his 5 o'clock position is harassed and stopped right now, this is going to be almost an even game for these guys. He's got to get some mining going. So Flash, he loses his 12 o'clock position, the amount of tanks that Baby has, and now Baby's got to play defensively. Oh, the counterattack from Flash. This is what he was going for. Coming into the 8 o'clock position natural. He's flying around. I think he might drop. There's some mines in those, so he's got to be careful. Actually backing off. I'm not sure what Flash is up to right now. Maybe just getting the scouting, or maybe he doesn't have quite enough troops. He's just using those dropships to scout. But actually, it's a good thing that he didn't commit to that drop, because there were mines there, and he probably would have lost his entire troop. Sneakiness from these guys. Distance mining at the 12 o'clock position, that's a little ridiculous. But actually, Flash, he blocked a small choke area to the left of that base, so that's actually a smart positioning of that command center. It's going to make it more difficult for Baby to run in with vultures and stuff like that. So Flash trying to get these bases up. Look at this harassment from Baby, though. Flash doing the smart thing, scanning there, getting rid of those mines, as many mines as he can get rid of. And still distance mining up there. It's a little ridiculous. And Baby keeping all of his tanks at this position. If he moves in a little bit with those tanks, he might be able to just destroy all the SCVs that are mining up there. But still, denying mining is not enough. Baby does have that 8 o'clock position natural up and running. So look at Flash's face. He's like, I can't even believe how close this is. This is ridiculous. I should have won by now. And he definitely should have won by now. But Baby keeping in the game. Devilish little Baby. And coming in with a ton of troops, you might be able to take this engagement down at the 6 o'clock position. Not many troops down here for either player, but I think that Baby still might be able to take that out and push his way to the new bases at the 5 o'clock position. And at this point, Flash can't screw around. He has to protect these bases. He has no choice. So he is flying down with his entire dropship fleet and getting ready to drop as soon as Baby gets enough troops in there to drop on. He doesn't want to waste a lot of troops on a mine or something if there should be a mine next to all of Baby's troops. So Flash is still mining at the 12 o'clock somehow. Baby taking another base at the 8 o'clock. Okay, Flash, stop screwing around. Flash, you can get this done, but the longer you wait, the more powerful Baby's going to get, and Baby might be able to get back in this game, muscle his way back. So if Flash doesn't do something soon, it's going to be an even game, and that's not what Flash wants at this point, because he was doing very, very well, but now it's starting to slip out of his grasp a bit, and he's going for the main. He still has troops in there from earlier. Didn't even notice that. There's still troops hanging out inside of the main for Baby. It looks like Baby is preparing for this drop, though. It's going to be a huge drop from Flash. Let's see if he drops everything or not. Still a little bit reluctant to drop, and he doesn't drop. Flash does not drop the main. Man. So Flash did not feel right about that drop. Now he's going to try. He's making all the SCVs run away from those 2 mineral patches that are mining at the 9 o'clock position. And let's see where he eventually drops. Probably on top of this base. Yes, he's dropping everything on this base. Trying to drag as many mines as he can before he drops his entire troop, but still have quite a few mines in the area for Flash, but he is taking out a critical base for Baby right now, and Baby, he's actually winning this with SCVs, winning this attack and he destroys everything the Flash has. So Flash just lost his entire troop down at the 8 o'clock position. Baby is drilling back into this game. Now he's flying back with another command center to take another base down there at the 8 o'clock position. So wow, Flash, even though Flash has a lot of bases up, I think that Flash still has a major advantage, still 50 population over. But Baby can crawl his way back up, pardon the pun, into this game if he can drill down those bases at the 5 o'clock position, because he's going to have a very, very small window to get this done. So Flash, he's still getting a lot more mineral intake than Baby. So he's able to utilize that into troops. He's able to pour that mineral intake in the troops. So he's going to have more troops than Baby for the rest of this game until Baby can establish his other bases down there. But, okay, Flash's base is still uncontested down at the 5 o'clock position, and that could be a critical point, because Flash is still playing defensively down there. And Baby doesn't have many options at this point. I don't see the control tower on that starport anymore. It looks like the siege tanks that were inside the main took care of that. So he's not able to get any extra dropships out. Looks like he's just committing to ground troops, doing his best to protect this base down here. But Flash looks like he's going for the main again. We'll see if he actually drops it this time. He has backup troops in there. He unsieged his tanks, so I think he's going to drop everything. Everything going to be dropped into the main. Wow. Huge amount of tanks coming in for Flash. He just drops everything into this main. And let's see if he can just destroy these production buildings. I think he's going to be able to. Baby, all of his troop is in the middle of the map or at the 8 o'clock position. Yeah, he's right in the middle of the map, going for the counterattack right now. Doing some pretty good surround with those vultures. But now he's got to fight up a ramp and a fight against the additional troops that are still in those dropships. I'm not sure if there are any troops left in those dropships for Flash, but this could be kind of a close engagement. Flash is still taking the high ground with all of his troops. I think Flash is going to be able to take this. Oh, Baby forced to lift off all of his factories. So a brief glimmer of hope for a comeback for Baby seems to be gone right now, because Flash, he has the entire right side of the map. GG from Baby. Man, that was an intense game there for a while. Near the middle of the game, it just picked up. Baby started playing his heart out there. That was pretty awesome. I don't think Flash really expected Baby to play that good. I think he let himself slip a little bit in the middle of the game, even though he ended up winning. But a spectacular start to this round of 8. And Baby, if he plays that good, he might actually be able to take a game or two off of Flash in this round of 8. Oh, so interested to see the next games between these two. But this has been Nuke. Moving on to another game.